Live from Bear Country, here is Mr. Watts.
Good afternoon, Bear Country, students and parents. I'd like to start this off with some important news. Sports have started. Conditioning has started for some, and competitions are going to be starting very soon. Football, our first home football game is March the 26th. If you haven't done your athletics packet or physicals, that needs to be done as soon as possible. Please check the Arvin High website and social media for details on how to get those packets and how to do those processes. For your information, athletics practices are going to begin for other sports March 15th. Those sports are baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, and golf and track are to be announced at a later time. However, for the students in the Lamont area and outlying areas, we have busing and transportation available. Pickup times for those practices are starting at 2:30 p.m. One pickup is on Mountain View Road at Mountain View Middle School, McDonald's at Main Street in Lamont, Weed Patch Highway and Buena Vista Boulevard at the Mini Mart, 8505 Sunset Boulevard at the Sunset Apartments. Those buses will arrive at Arvin High at 3 p.m. To start practice, with them returning home at 6 p.m. So that's our athletics news. So third quarter is ending here very soon, students. So that would be March 26th. So there's still a little bit of time to really make a big push to get the best grade you can get in the third quarter, moving into the fourth quarter, which will start April 6th, the Tuesday after we come back from spring break. Since I mentioned spring break, that starts on March the 27th and will go the whole week until April 6th, giving us Monday, the April 5th, will be off and let people get back in town so that they can start school fresh on Tuesday. So some celebrations I'd like to outline. Our honor roll celebration is going. Last night we had a great time of celebration for our freshmen and sophomores. Students drove through in the rain and got their certificates. Had a big line of amazing teachers celebrating students, just having a great time. So juniors and seniors, tonight is your night. This is Thursday evening. So please come by, pick up your certificates. There's a process we'll follow when you arrive, so be patient. Staff will direct you, and we'll get you into those lines and we'll celebrate you. About 1,000 students earned top grades and will be on that honor roll and principals list from the fall 2020 semester. If you didn't get a chance to come by, don't worry, certificates will be mailed out to you. The We the People team, as always, outstanding. Finished first in our division in our regional final, and moved on to state competition at the state level where they did extremely well. So good job, We the People team. Our academic decathlon team placed second in the county and have their chance to compete at the state level coming up real soon. JROTC did an outstanding job as well at the academic bowl and advanced to compete at the regional competition. Arvin High FFA, as always, did an outstanding job. They ended up with being recognized by the Lamont Chamber of Commerce for being the FFA Nonprofit of the Year. They received an award for that. And Juliana Garcia Cruz was awarded Student Volunteer of the Year. Way to go, Juliana. Choir, Mr. Clippinger, as always, is doing an outstanding job with his choirs. They went to a competition at Cal State Fullerton, which was called the Titan Day of Festival, where outstanding choir members Metzley Cruz, Juan Morales, and Nathan Platt represented Arvin High School in an outstanding way. So now at this point, I'd like to give a tip to parents on how to support your team. And so school hours are from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Classes run in the morning until 1 p.m. and there is a half-hour break between 1 and 1:30 for all to have lunch, with school picking back up at 1:30 p.m. and running until 3 p.m. in a time that we call ACSS, Academic Counseling and Supports. So students have access to their teachers for tutoring, for assistance, for meetings on how they're progressing, for finishing assignments, and all of those things. So parents, that's the time where the students really can get help when they're struggling, is during that ACSS time. Every teacher has a Zoom link standing by for students that need help. School hours are school hours. So please, interruptions during classes like appointments and errands, taking your child away from instructional time have been paying their toll during this first semester. So as much as possible, please ensure that your student is tuned in for distance learning during those hours of 8 and 1 for instructional time. And then outside of that time, they would have access to Canvas to do their asynchronous learning. But very important, parents, we have some students that are kind of sitting back during that time as well, where they may be in their room dialed in and tuned into a Zoom meeting, but are on a device playing a video game at the same time. So just saying, guys, it's time to focus. Third quarter ending here in a couple weeks, pushing into the fourth quarter. I want to encourage all students to finish strong, to work hard, and to overcome the challenges, and we're here to help you and to support you. So I want to end on a self-care tip. So according to Johns Hopkins pediatrician Michael Crescetti, teens need 9 to 9.5 hours of sleep per night. That's an hour or so more than they needed when they were 10 years old. Why? Teenagers are going through a second developmental stage of cognitive maturation, explains Crescetti. Additional sleep supports their developing brain, as well as physical growth spurts, and it also helps protect them from serious consequences like depression and drug use. So very important to shut those games off, jump into bed, and work on getting 9.5 hours worth of sleep so you can be healthy and wise, and you can finish strong. So with that being said, and finishing strong, you've been amazing on learning how to adapt to this new environment, working through the challenges. We've been almost a year, almost to the day here, coming up on March 17th, where we've been in this environment. So at this point, we kind of know what we're doing. So let's show the community your determination to succeed, buckle down, and push to the end the next 10 weeks or so. And let's see if we can finish strong, because in the fall, my hope and my prayer is that we are back on the campus, we're back on school grounds, and we're back to normal.